Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the crypto.
Welcome back to the Crypto Father channel. I am the Crypto Father. Today is the 5th of August. I just recorded yesterday. I'm a bit confused. I know what you're thinking. You were thinking, what the fuck is going on with Bitcoin, right? You might be wondering. I did go over the charts yesterday. I did talk about the possibility of Bitcoin dunking all the way down to $56,000, and it seems like that's what's happening. So we're going to have a look at the charts, and then I'm going to talk about some other crypto news, all of that on the episode today. So make sure to smash up the likes to this on this video, subscribe to the channel, of course, and stick around till the very end so you don't miss any of the details. But before you do, please consider subscribing to the channel, become a crypto cat or a crypto kitten, become a member of the channel. By doing that, you will help support the channel. With the price of one coffee a month, you will help me make this channel possible and continue uploading content on a regular basis. And I do like my coffee in the morning. Anyway, let's jump to the charts. Let's have a quick look at CoinGecko first. The market cap continues to drop. It was at $2.2 trillion yesterday. Today it's at $2.1 trillion, 94,000 in trading volume. Bitcoin lost 2.6% over the past 24 hours. Ethereum another 5.2%. Binance coin, it lost 3.8%. It's trading right now at $500. Solana is on the up at 0.2%. And for the most part, everything else is in the red. Toncoin finally lost his balance above $7 and is at $6 right now, but it did gain 2.7% over the past 24 hours. And Cardano is minus 2.2% over the past 24 hours. Looking at the chart, same chart as we looked at yesterday, I did talk about the possibility of Bitcoin breaking below the $59,000 support, and it did. It hasn't opened another candle. We still have 2.5 hours, 2 hours 40 minutes to for the next candle to open up, but I guess that's going to happen. It's going to happen somewhere around the $58,000. But so Bitcoin dropped down to around 57,000, so right above the support level here at 56,000, and we might see a continuation of this downtrend. We could quite possibly see it break below the 56,000, and if that happens, then the next support is at $53,000. So basically, we'd be seeing this low similar to those of July 24th. But I'm sure that there are plenty of people who are experiencing some schadenfreude right now. Sailor is screaming at the top of his lung to put another mortgage on your house, mortgage your land, as well as your grandmother's estate, and put it all into Bitcoin. He's a perpetual bull, and you must understand that he's not doing this for you. He's not doing it for the better good of Bitcoin. This man has billions of dollars invested in Bitcoin, and if you buy Bitcoin, then his bags go up. If nobody buys Bitcoin, then he stands to lose a whack of money. So of course, for him, it's in the best interest to promote Bitcoin. I mean, what else does this man have to do? He's got nothing else to do, really. His entire company is built on something completely different, on a different premise than what he's doing, than what he's propagating right now, the investment of Bitcoin, right? So, of course, it's in his best interest to push the idea forward that everybody should invest into Bitcoin for the better or worse. But he's not the holy man. He's just a guy who's holding on to massive bags for dear life because every time Bitcoin dunks, he loses money. Every time it pumps, he makes shitload of cash. So that's why he's doing it. Bitcoin dropped below $60,000 again. What could be the reason, people are asking? According to Linda, a crypto trading expert at TradingView, this decline is a part of a broader consolidation phase lasting 5 months. Bitcoin's losses over the weekend can be attributed to a combination of economic data, market sentiment, significant ETF outflows, and the failure to overcome the critical 70,000 Resistance levels. Macroeconomic indicators played a crucial role in the price decline. The US non-farm payrolls report released on August 2nd showed an increase in unemployment from 4 to 4.3%, rising inflation which created negative market sentiment. The weak jobs report heightened fears of a recession, leading to a sell-off in Bitcoin. Additionally, Farsight data reveals significant outflows from Bitcoin ETFs with 237 million in outflows on August 2nd and 80 million for the week. Additionally, the bankruptcy restructuring of Genesis Trading and the distribution of 4 billion in assets may have contributed to the market's decline, worsening market sentiment due to emerging concerns of a potential sell-off. All of these combined are probably the reasons for why Bitcoin is tanking. And of course, when Bitcoin tanks, it drags the entire market and all the altcoins go down with it, times 2. So if you're wondering why the altcoins are crashing, it's because Bitcoin is crashing. Japan's rate hike and the crypto crash, what you need to know. After 30 years of 0% interest, Japan's rate hike made investors unwind $4 trillion in trades, impacting global markets, as popular analyst Nicholas Mogula noted. And crypto is not immune to the impact. This unprecedented move by the BOJ is causing a market shift as Japanese investors who previously used cheap bank money for global investments like crypto began selling assets to repay loans, causing a sell-off that impacted global markets. Historical context shows similar scenarios in 2001 and 2008 led to market downturns. While global tensions and Federal Reserve policies play a role, Japan's interest rate hike is a significant catalyst for the recent market decline. This unprecedented move triggered widespread asset liquidation, creating ripple effects across international markets and contributing to the current downturn. Three tops in price action combined with bearish sentiment provide further insights into the anticipated sell-off for Bitcoin and other crypto assets. This bearish pattern highlights the need for increased sell-side volume before the market can see a swift price decline, confirming a more profound bearish trend. So the chart for Bitcoin, which is neatly highlighted here, it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually more than that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Basically, Bitcoin tried to break above this trend line 6 times, 7 times unsuccessfully. So this is the reason why it keeps bouncing between these trend lines, but it is definitely a downward trend. So the rate hikes in Japan clearly have a massive impact on the overall market. I mean, there's a lot of money that is being taken out of the market so people can pay off their loans. Bitcoin briefly filtered with the psychologically significant 70,000 level on July 29th before embarking on a downward trajectory exacerbated by a $2 billion transfer of the original cryptocurrency by the US government. The crypto assets landscape worsened by the end of the week when it tanked to $62,000 on Friday. This came after a Bank of Japan on the previous day raised its short-term interest rate to 0.25%. and announced plans to cut monthly bond purchases to 3 trillion yen by the end of 2026. While the rate hike propelled the Japanese yen to its strongest levels against the US dollar since March, it sparked a wave of volatility in the market, causing investors to unwind $4 trillion in trades as they readjusted their portfolios and scrambled to fund loan repayments with asset sales. Long Bitcoin positions liquidated on Friday totaled over 77.7 million, with 26.6 million of that occurring within the last 4 hours of the day. At the same time, US listed spot Bitcoin ETFs logged their biggest single day outflow in 3 months as investors pulled 237 million from the funds on August. Unlike traditional stocks, which closed trading on Friday, Bitcoin continued to trade during the weekend and dipped to a new 3-week low. CoinMarketCap data shows the crypto asset tumbled over 3.5% in the last 24 hours to exchange hands at 59,000 as of press time. So there are many factors that are coming together, which is pulling the entire market down. to its knees essentially. And of course, BlackRock's build shines brighter with 2.5 million dividend payout. BlackRock's tokenized money market fund build or BIDL continues to dominate the digital asset landscape with record-breaking dividends. BlackRock basically, you know, it's a trading company, right? So they make money when Bitcoin goes up and when Bitcoin goes down. And whose money is it? It's our money, essentially. So the people who are buying BlackRock makes sure that their clients get their fair share. And so, of course, these payments are coming out of the pockets of all the people that are invested in whatever the build fund holds in it. The fund, which operates on the Ethereum blockchain, allows investors to hold digital representations of US Treasury bills, cash equivalents, and repurchase agreements. Its rapid growth has outpaced established competitors. So BlackRock making money is, you know, it's not a great thing, because that means that somebody somewhere is losing money as well. But on the good side, I guess, the U.S. Senate advances bill to make Bitcoin a strategic reserve. Senator Cynthia Lummis proposes a bill to adopt Bitcoin as a U.S. strategic reserve, sparking bipartisan interest and widespread public support. At a recent Bitcoin conference in July, Senator Cynthia Lummis announced her plan to introduce a bill that would enable the U.S. government to adopt Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. Just 5 days after her announcement, there have been significant developments in what could be a landmark law for cryptocurrency use and adoption in the US. Support grows for Bitcoin Reserve as 2,200 letters reach Senate. Within just 2 days, more than 2,200 letters have been sent to US senators urging support for the proposed Bitcoin Strategic Reserve law. This grassroots movement aligns with Senator Cynthia Lummis' Bitcoin Act proposal. So people have jumped on top of this bill, and it's being pushed, and quite possibly, I guess, we could see it come to pass. U.S. Senate moves Bitcoin Reserve bill to Banking Committee. According to data from U.S. Congress, Lummis, who is representing Wyoming, introduced a legislative bill on July 31st. As of today, Lummis's latest bill has now been referred to the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, which will conduct a comprehensive review of the proposed legislation while consulting with relevant experts on the matter. If the bill is approved by the committee, it is returned back to the Senate floor, where debate and amendments will occur before voting occurs. Therefore, the bill passes through the U.S. House of Representatives before being submitted to the president for approval. So, I mean, this is just a bunch of men and women, I guess, people sitting in their rooms and deciding on what to do with this bill. So the passing of it will depend on how well versed these individuals are in crypto, I guess, and what their stance is and how much money might be siphoned into their pockets, right? That's as well. But so, I mean, yeah, it's making something is happening, something good is happening, and if it does pass, then that's certainly going to be a very, very good thing for crypto and for Bitcoin as well. US and Israeli officials expect Iran to attack Israel as early as Monday. So that's today, I guess, and we would have to keep an eye out on the news. But the economic and the geopolitical turmoil that the world is going through right now is not a great thing for any asset class. For as long as there is FUD and as long as there is as there are bad news, we're going to see markets slump and dive as they are. So looking at charts like these on the daily, it's hard to see. But on the weekly, if you look at a weekly chart, I mean, the situation is very similar. Bitcoin right now had a massive week long candle, and there is still more to recover. We could potentially see Bitcoin go down to 50,000 right here. Or quite possibly even down to 42 or 48 even. But hopefully we won't see that happen. But I could see Bitcoin going down to $50,000 here to consolidate, to fill this gap before moving back up. So maybe this line has to be changed. It could quite possibly go down all the way down here to 50,000 before we see a move up. So $50,000 Bitcoin, painful to see, but it is possible that we might see that happening within the next little while before the presidential election. And I could see markets and powers that be trying to push the markets down to scoop up more cheap Bitcoin before the presidential election. But once the presidential elections are concluded, and it looks like the US presidential elections, and it looks like both parties, the Republicans and Democrats, are leaning towards the adoption of Bitcoin in some way or form. It is on the agenda, one of the main things on their agendas, on both parties' agendas. And so after the election, I think we're going to see some massive upwards movement. But before then, Bitcoin is meant to dunk down so that entities and people can scoop up cheap Bitcoin at a discount. And that's what we're getting right now. A limited time offer discount on Bitcoin. So if you have the means, if you have the money, if you can mortgage your grandmother's estate in order to buy some Bitcoin, then do it. That's it from me for today. Please remember, if you are in the market for a new crypto wallet, then consider getting yourself a Tangem wallet. You can get a 10% discount with my promo code, TheCryptoFather. All you need to do is enter it in the section below. If you don't know what Tangem wallet is, make sure to check out my video that I posted a while back explaining what it is and providing you with a walkthrough on how to set it up. Also, please remember to join the memberships on the channel, become a crypto cat or a crypto kitten. It'll help me continue making content on the channel, and I will always appreciate the fact that you care enough to show your appreciation with a small cup of coffee. But whatever you do, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in another video tomorrow.
Thank everyone for supporting the channel so far. And
have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.
Most interesting and most